Hello, lesbians. Guys, I have two guests with me today, and yes, they are my friends. One of them being Nat Liv, who was on the podcast a few months ago where we discussed all things ins and out for 2026. And we also have again Liv Sing, bling bling Liv Sing. The best thing about this episode is the fact that Nat just turned up expecting to just take photos of me and any guest that she thought was going to be on, and she said, "Who are we getting on?" And I said, "You," because it turns out I can't actually let anyone know what they're doing in the right manner. My text to me seemed very clear. Turns out it wasn't. Poor girl is shocked, horrified, and now we have her in quite literally the hot seat. So thank you, Nat, so much for coming on the Lesbian Supper Club podcast once again, and this time in the Spotify studio. I love you for that. Everyone give Nat a round of applause.
I didn't know if I was going to be back, and not in this setting, my friends. Not in this setting. I walked in, it was kind of like a horror film. You know, I thought they were just like joking. I was like, "Who's the guest?" They were like, "You baby girl," and I was like, "Good one. Who is the guest?" And it is me. So
you looked as though we told you we've just killed your mum.
No, literally, it looked quite dramatic.
Oh,
actually, it was the look of sheer shock.
Yeah,
I had to I say that I swore on Ziggy's life just for you to believe me, because you know my OCD is
so
way
dark.
too strong to ever swear on my dog's life or anything.
I think the irony was, like, I was just having coffee and I was talking about being on the pod. I was like, yeah, I mean, it was a great episode, but I don't think I was that good. I think I really, I'm not great at it. Like, I really missed the brief. I started talking about Lime bikes and, dairy milk. I was like some angry middle-aged woman. And yet here I am.
Well,
so,
babe, I'm just really happy to have you back on. And
Thank
bamboozled
you so
or not,
much.
I'm glad that you still rose to the challenge. And I think that says a lot about your character.
Under duress.
we'll get you a drink afterwards to make up for it.
I mean, that's all a girl can dream of. So
I mean, I'm going to pretend that we weren't going to do that anyway.
Yeah,
it's fine. You know what? It's fine. My glasses are on. I'm
your glass.
business. I'm ready.
Yeah. And I thought there is no better person to have on than you for any kind of advice sessions. And we got you guys to write in some questions for us to answer. So I think my most mindful and smartest, emotionally intelligent friend, I wanted to
see what she's doing now.
Yeah, now I'm
You're actually
buttering
very
yeah.
Some people call it manipulation.
Well, some people call it nice, some people call it manipulation.
It's working.
I don't know.
Blushing. So, yeah, come on, let's talk.
Oh yeah, but before we get into that, there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, and it was things that I was talking to Liv about whilst we were getting ready. One thing I wanted to broadcast to the lesbians: can you all start washing your hands before fingering, please? Because I've noticed, not in like people that I'm sleeping with, but like person, all of the people. But I don't think it's something that's ever actually discussed. Like, girls, do you actually know how awful it is to finger somebody without washing your hands? It's terrible. And that's why there's a lot of like BV and thrush going around the world in the lesbian community, because they're actually just not washing their fingers.
Why did we get onto this? We were just doing our makeup and I can't remember how.
Were you doing your makeup after like being on the tube or something?
No, do you know what it was? It was when one of my makeup brushes fell on the floor recently, and Anastasia came in and flipped her actual shit, and I was like, fair fucks, I should not be putting a brush that's been on the floor on my face. And then it got me thinking, stop fingering with dirty hands.
Yeah.
The rule of thumb is, for me, it depends on how weird you are with your hygiene, but if you wouldn't put your fingers in your mouth with the cleanliness level, don't be fingering it. Don't be using it to finger someone.
No, I support this as like as an OCD girly. You know, I think that's very.
It's not going to ruin the moment for me if you're like, bear with me 1 second, I'm just going to go and wash my hands.
Do you think? Yeah, was that the way that you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, 1 second.
Yeah.
Then I go and wash my hands and I'm back in the zone. And if anything, you feel like safer in that moment, because like I think in my head as well, I'm thinking, when was the last time you washed your hands? Like,
do you think that in the moment?
Yeah.
How much of this is just on mental illness?
Well, a lot of it is based on mental illness, but I think a lot of it is based on like, some bad situations I've been in, and I think it's a considerable thing to do.
Yeah, you also like give me NHS vibes when you say that. I felt very safe. Like you were like Nurse Freya. Like I'm gonna, wash my hands.
I'm gonna really take care of you here.
Yeah,
Just bear with me. I have to sanitize my fingers before penetrating you.
Yeah, because a lot, like, terrible things can happen. You know, one of my favorite, well, no, not favorite, an interesting court case was that someone was done for manslaughter because of an injury that they had caused during fingering.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What was the injury?
Well, there
How
was
did someone die through fingering? Now I've got another fear. Great.
Well, I think there was like a signet ring involved, and there was an injury that then I believe that the victim got sepsis.
Oh, sepsis. I was going to say sepsis.
It was in my like tort law course. I was like, wait, hold up.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Take off your signet rings.
Yeah, I mean, that's a niche problem, but also just take off rings in general, I think, is a good rule of thumb.
Oh, God, I know.
No pun intended.
What the fuck is up with that? Yeah.
Take your rings off.
Do you take all your rings? I'm just looking at your hands because you've got loads of rings on.
That's another thing that kind of destroys me slightly. But it's only on the right hand.
There you go.
It has to be done. Shove it straight under the pillow.
I definitely thought that was going to
Straight up the vagina as soon as I take them off. Yeah. So that was the
Nice.
one thing that I wanted to mention. And the second thing I wanted to mention, and I love how I'm sat here again with my loafers on with the socks, how the Michael Jackson movie has come out and I can't wait to see it. And as a long time Michael Jackson stan and apologist, can I just say, you're all fake. Because look at everyone now loving Michael Jackson.
We can't get a booking.
No, I'm not complaining, by the way, because I'm happy that, you know, he's having his renaissance. But you should have just always been Team Michael. What about when he was alive, when he was going through it? Everyone demonized him. One other thing I was thinking as well, because I constantly have like a conspiracy theory hat on now. Have we noticed that not too long before the Michael Jackson movie was announced, they started to release evidence of how he was like basically helping the kids from getting into situations with Jeffrey Epstein, and how he'd actually actively mentioned Jeffrey Epstein in interviews, and also was kind of like going against Oprah Winfrey and all this kind of stuff. I find it very funny timing that all of that came out before the movie was then launched and released and announced, and who's benefiting from the movie, and are they the people that were in the circle that probably got him killed?
Perhaps.
So now it's like, I don't know, but I'm really excited to see it regardless.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go yesterday with Anna.
It was sold out.
Couldn't get booking.
Crazy.
And then we were like, oh, let's go Friday.
Yeah.
Can't.
No, absolutely gutted. And me and Anna are really going to cause a ruckus in the cinema.
As you should.
Yeah.
Did you
Hee
see
hee.
Devil Wears Prada too?
No, I need to see that. Is it good?
Is it?
I mean, it is good. It's like sweet and nostalgic and like feel good.
I spoke to Olivia
love that.
about this the other day, and she said she loves it. Was good, but she said there was a lot of references to like modern day stuff, like Instagram and like likes and
Matcha.
the digital world, and she's like wanted it to be a bit more nostalgic.
Yeah, I think at times that kind of like worked. I think it was quite good. Like obviously a lot of shit that went down then wouldn't be like appropriate now, so they did like a tongue-in-cheek when, you know, Miranda was saying something like, you know, you can't say that anymore, and she's like, oh
well now the film's boring.
I know, but she still kind of says it, so it's quite
okay,
quite good.
that's fine.
Yeah, I want to see that.
They just say you can't say that anymore when she says something
when she's already
horrific.
said it.
Yeah,
so
I love
like,
that.
no, like you can't mention
That was their loophole.
Yeah, like it was quite funny and a clever loophole. But the one that really annoyed me was in Practical Magic 2, the trailer, when they like mentioned Tinder, and I'm like,
oh no,
that's too far. They're like, my Tinder bio, and I'm like, absolutely not. That film means so
that
much to
film
me.
means so much to
and
me
if they mess that up, I'm
I have a
writing.
fear that they already have. Like, and I also would have to say Joey King and Maisie Williams as the cast of the kids. Why didn't they keep the original cast? Do you know that one of them actually reached out? They're like big actresses.
I know, because Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's because she probably looks the same age as Nicole and Sandra now. It's like a classic Hollywood face.
They are Practical Magic themselves.
Yeah,
but like
true.
the same amount of time is supposed to have gone on, so wouldn't it be more realistic that their kids are the age that they just would be now?
Yeah.
And it's the fact that Evan Rachel Wood actually reached out and was like, I'll even do a cameo, and they said no.
That's
I adore
sad.
her as well.
That's
She's
mean.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Her and True Blood.
Also someone, and I feel like you'll really appreciate this as an artist and very visual, someone did a TikTok. Basically, she's starting a petition for them to bring back the old cinematic cameras, so that gives off that warm, glowy, nostalgic feel. And they were saying, if you're going to do a sequel, film it with the same cameras that you filmed it with the first time. And everyone is like hard agree. They're like, bring back that like
film
magical
grain.
glow
Yeah.
and that grade, and like not everything has to be so HD.
Yeah, and it, you know, I saw that similar post, and they were like, it just looks like a commercial, and it does. And it looks so clinical, and like, you're right, so HD. It's like, I don't want to see pores.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to request this starts getting filmed on a little broken film camera, because too many pores are being witnessed now. No, but it's true. I think you really see the difference when they do a sequel as well,
because it's so
sad. Yeah, it's so sad, because it just takes you out of that world and brings you to the modern day world, which is very clinical
and using words like Tinder and stuff, and like you know, it does take it away. I think that's a real shame. I mean, all hail Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock. They can do no wrong in my eyes, and no doubt they're going to do an amazing performance. But I also think it's such a queer film, Practical Magic.
Yeah,
it just is.
Anything witchy, I'm like immediately gay. Like, sorry,
gay as fuck.
It is.
Yeah,
so gay. The Craft, gay. Like,
so gay.
So gay.
Yeah, I love it, and I can't wait. But it is a real comfort movie to me. So I really hope that they just don't make it too commercialized. And I have a fear that they're going to. The colors look really muted as well.
They do, and I'm like, it's a witchy film. Like, what are you doing? Like,
just you two turning into movie critics.
Literally, we should have our own podcast. It's literally just like movie critics.
Yeah, us this gay, this bad.
Yeah,
very minimal.
Freya and I want to do our own little podcast in Freya's house in the creative room, and it's just called What the Fuck.
Yeah.
I would listen.
We literally sit down and we only wear sunglasses and caps, and we just go, what the fuck?
I was going to sit down and be like, on this week's episode of What the Fuck?
I think that's a
And
brilliant
just talk
idea.
about what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, because there's always something where I go, what the fuck? Always. I'm in a constant state of WTF, like all the time. It's fucking mental. Talk about being on a constant state of what the fuck. We got you guys to write in some messages, so I will answer them, or will. Now that
you're experiencing the board in live action. Sorry, Perry.
This is the board.
We had to recast. But yeah, I think it's always good to have a board to bring your problems
100%.
I got quite a few more here, by the way, girls, so it's quite good.
I'm excited.
The first question that I want us to answer. Somebody said, how to deal with a homophobic environment.
Ooh, like...
It depends what.
Friends, family.
School, job.
She just
Girl,
I know what you mean. It's like a different approach to each one. So I think that we go family first. So if we have a homophobic environment in your family, what is the best way that we would deal with that now, knowing what we know?
I'm going to be so annoying, and I'm like, so much depends on your age, your financial like independence, like where you are in the world, because because
I feel like when I came out and my mum was really homophobic, I couldn't just like get up and move out.
No,
like it was before I went to uni, so I was kind of stuck there, and we were a bit like,
a lot
morning.
of people, but a lot of people like stay in the closet until they hit that like 18 years old. So what made you like bite the bullet? Or was it just circumstantial?
Because I had a girlfriend at the time, and like she kept coming over to stay. Obviously, my mum didn't know. The girl had already come out, and I'd already told my friends. So I just thought, my mum's going to be cool with this. I'ma tell her,
because she has gay friends too.
Yeah, I mean, my mum's great now, but at the time,
rough.
It was rough.
It'd be rough out there. I think I was 21 when my mum found out, my parents found out that I was gay. I didn't still have the financial freedom though to move out, and I didn't really know what the first step of even kind of doing that really looked like. Yeah. And I threw my mum a surprise birthday party to get
for like her birthday. Okay.
Wait, had you come out? I'm confused.
That was like
I'd come out. I was in the trenches of the coming out. She wasn't speaking to me. I threw her a surprise birthday party that I paid for. Insane.
Aww.
However, it did work.
Yeah. When in a homophobic place,
throw a party,
throw a surprise party.
I think for me it was like a gesture, and it was out of sheer panic, and it was out of a lack of acceptance, and I wanted to feel loved again. So I obviously did something that I knew that my mum would like, which is attention. But I would also say in any situation is just to like stand your ground within yourself. But getting angry never normally fixes the situation. As much as we are allowed to be angry, I hate telling people that they can't be, because of course you're going to be angry, like you're getting hated for who you are. But the way to approach it is never anger, and it's standing in your confidence within yourself, and kind of we find ways of making ourselves safe. But like you said, you know, if you know that you are in a very heavily homophobic family, I know this isn't the advice that maybe I should give, but wait until you are in a position where you can move out before you come out, because it could be potentially very dangerous as well to live like physically within the house, and you don't want to make yourself like homeless, you know. And
no, I agree. I think in a utopia, or hopefully one day the future, you know, that won't be the case. But I think there's a lot of, I think at a certain time there was a lot of like pressure to be like, you must come out and things. And sometimes it's might not be the best for you, right? In that moment to come out. And it's like, you just have to put your health and your mental health and your safety first. And yes, it should be all like you come out and you're accepted and everything's fine. But if you're like, look, I got 1 year left in this house and I'm off to university and then I can be myself, why stir the pot? Why make that life so much harder, unfortunately?
But what this listener might have said though, they might already be out and be in that homophobic environment. That's one thing that I'm thinking of. So one thing that I would say is find your safety. So like find queer people that you can be friends with. You know, you kind of create your own family. Also, of course, like listen to podcasts like this and other queer things, and watch queer characters and like representation. I think that all of those things will help you through that really difficult time. And whether that be, if it's at work and you can't quit your job, then again, having that same thing. I don't think that anyone should ever put up with hate though, so I'm sure you can find another job. Like get the fuck out.
Get them involved.
If they're your friends, dump your fucking friends. Get new friends. I'm sorry. You don't have to be stuck to the friends that you had. No. Yeah, you might love them. They're not good people. Sorry.
They're not for you.
They're not for you. And like, if they're going to be homophobic, they're also going to have a load of other shit that like you're clearly not going to align with. They're not going to be your people. And if it's your family, annoying, but
hopefully in time it'll get better,
and hopefully in time, and like you're proof that over time it does get better, and it can get better. But I understand that for some people they don't have that luxury, and that fucking kills me, because I just think how awful that must be to be in that position, you know. But it doesn't mean that you have to be alone. I think the main killer of all of these things is like feeling so alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe I should start like hiring myself out to come to situations. I would actually love it.
You'd be
like
brilliant at that.
Be like,
go to a family home.
Yeah, but like, I want to come out to my mum. Can you come for hire a Freya?
That would be brilliant.
I'll come along and be like, yeah, she's gay.
Yeah.
And what? So am I.
Also, you are very strong. So
Freya would be like, do you want an arm wrestle?
Yeah. I'm actually just flexing my muscle now. I've got like one muscle.
It's like full Popeye.
Oh yeah,
it's
just
brilliant.
The one. Don't worry about it.
All I need. No, I think that's really good advice.
Yeah.
Don't let the
bastards get you down.
Mic drop. Did you ever used to like read agony arts back in the day?
On like magazines.
Oh yeah,
I fucking loved them.
I don't know why I was so invested. Like as a youth, an 8-year-old, I was like, what would I do in a divorce? But it was like really great. Really,
you're like, I must know.
I could do the micro cheating one. I
like that one.
Okay,
I like that one.
Someone said the micro cheating debate. My girlfriend says flirting doesn't count as cheating because it's just vibes. She's replying to girls on Instagram with heart eyes and come over then jokes. Am I being uptight or is she taking the piss?
Dump.
I think the board are going to disagree on this one.
Okay. Replying to stories with girls with flirty emojis, I think is showing intention.
100%.
Right? If you're doing it to your friends, totally fine. If you're doing it to people that you don't know, I think that that's suspicious. I do. I think that it's totally fine to say like, wow, that's beautiful. You look beautiful. Liking photos, I don't give a fuck about that. Like as many photos as you want. Flirt with people, that's also fine, as long as I'm aware that like that's kind of within your nature, rather than just being outwardly trying to get something. And also jokey come over text, no. Go
okay,
on.
That one's not great. I
mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I will preface this. I think it's like whatever you decide in your dynamic is considered cheating. That's it. I know some people are very, very, very militant. Others have a more laissez-faire approach. So it's kind of, I don't think there's like a one shoe fits all approach. But I think, so it really does depend personally. So if you vocalize like, hey, I'm not okay with that, then your girlfriend shouldn't be doing that. I do agree with that. Like, there are boundaries, and I think that falls into a reasonable boundary as well. It's not like you are looking at that girl. Yeah. But I do think that it can get a bit slippery, and people can be acting out of a place of possessiveness and insecurity rather than a healthy boundary. And I think it's really hard to decipher where that's like that line is, because as I say, it is subjective and it depends on the couple. But sometimes I don't know, sometimes I hear other people's rules and I'm like, oh, I know, different strokes for different folks, but my god, like, have a little flirt, you know. I mean, I think flirting is like something, it's very human, fun, and you should exercise it. It's like a muscle. And, you know, I think it's a wonderful thing to flirt with no intention, you know.
That's my issue, is the intention, right? So like, making send plans, as many emojis as you want if your intentions are pure, but I think it gives off an impression though to the person receiving it that you're DTF, like you're down to fuck. So I think that, like I said, like flirting for me, fine. And I think that is a very, like you said, like healthy boundary to have, that if your partner, and you're that type of person, you love doing emojis and come over then text and you love it, but your partner is like, that actually makes me feel a bit like shit when you do that. Like, it's fine to be flirty, etc., but you know that you're giving off like this impression, then surely you should also, like, it's not impertinent that you do send those emojis. It's not a live or death situation. It's not necessarily even a part of your character. It would obviously depend. If I'm being outrageously flirtatious and being inappropriate, then fair fucks that she can say that. But if you're just picking up on my general way of being, that like, you know who I am from like day one, then I would need to say, okay, there's no intention there. That's genuinely just who I am.
And so that's like the thing. It's like, it's such a personality trait. And I do think when you meet someone, and if you're like, wow, that person is so electric and charismatic and magnetic, and she's such a flirt, how brilliant, you know. And then you get together and you're like, oh, she's flirting, and you're like, yeah, that's what you signed up for, baby. Like, that's in the product description, you know. I think you have to kind of know if you're capable of being with someone that's flirty with other people, or if that's, because I know some people, they love it when like their partner flirts with others. It's like or when their partner is like flirted with others, and they're like, why would I want to be with someone that no one's flirting with?
It's, I want like, everyone to want my girlfriend. What do you mean?
It's such a compliment when they do that, and it's such a, like, the worst thing is, I think, when someone walks up to someone and just starts talking to them and they're like, I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend, like immediately. Also like rude, like don't presume I'm making a move. No. But yeah, I think there is a fine line, but also I don't know.
It's a tricky one, because I feel in like autonomy with people. I think if I were to see my girlfriend sending like heart eye emojis and stuff, I don't think I'd even really bring it up, but I'd be a bit like, but I don't think me and my character would really bring that up. But if I saw like a come over then text, I'd be like, okay, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, and I think the main crux of it is, if you vocalize something makes you unhappy, and if that person dismisses that, that's weird. Like, that's not a good partner. So for you.
Agreed. So what's your take on the micro cheating? What do you think? As the most jealous one out of the board.
I am, aren't I? The most jealous one. Yeah. I just wouldn't like it. Like, I just wouldn't. Like, if it was to their friends, fine, whatever. But if I saw them doing it continuously, like flame emojis, heart eye emojis, come over there, and I'd be like, what is going on? That's not just vibes.
Especially consecutively to the same person.
And also, I'd want to see what the person receiving it is replying, saying.
Imagine they're not even replying and they just keep doing it. They're like,
I just like, well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I feel like that's just also beyond flirting. I feel like that's like pursuing someone, which I think is a very different
By that
thing.
point, I've gotten the ick because the other person hasn't responded.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, God, you look like a loser. I don't want to be with a loser. Sorry. See you later. Yeah, nah.
I wouldn't like it.
Even I say it.
I'm too sensitive.
I was about to say your star sign, but it's the same as mine.
Yeah. Must be different moons, right?
What are you?
I'll have to check my co-star. Bear with me.
I'm a Capricorn.
Hell yeah,
Scorpio
you are.
moon, and then Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn,
I really love
Capricorn,
Capricorns.
Capricorn.
That's my sister sign. Well, our sister sign.
My moon's Capricorn.
Oh,
Oh.
that
My
doesn't
son-
really
my
check
s-
out.
My sun is
Astrology.
my sun's Cancer, my moon's Capricorn, and my rising Sagittarius. Riddle
Wow.
me that then.
Oh.
Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe
tough
I'm just
cookie.
damaged.
I think that's a good mix.
I think it could also just be like past experiences shape us into who we are, right? And it doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily, yeah.
Not to discredit astrology, but I guess psychology and experiences. Yeah. That'll do it.
Quite a few that have just come through.
Mm.
Oh, fun.
Unrequited love, constantly falling for friends and having limerence. Damn, girl.
Sweet.
Limerence be
That's-
bad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just
Talk to me about it.
sucks. I think it sucks.
Limerence probably feels more powerful than love
Mm-hmm.
and is more dangerous, but will not last as long. And once the limerence has been realized, not just by being like, oh, I realize this is limerence, once the reality sets in,
Yeah.
and that limerence will then just magically go away, which is quite fantastic, really. But
Is it not a good thing?
no, that's good.
No limerence.
Oh, you think it's a good thing? I would
It's
always
because you're kind of
view-
like fantasizing someone in your head, aren't you? Being like, ooh, we could be this. And it's just, and if it's like never going to happen, then it's like, oh.
That's like a crush. No.
it's more intense than a crush.
Yeah, like obsessive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it is quite obsessive, and you've kind of it feels as if in that moment that they're actually like in love with this person, but they're not. So
And it's not the honeymoon stage. It's something different.
no, not even the honeymoon stage. It is like you really don't know this person very well, and you've brought up this kind of like image and fantasy, and like just it's just like a mixed bag of like desire and fantasy and everything, you know, that it makes your body think that you're in love, and
this person keeps having that, but it's unrequited.
and it's unrequited too. And
'Cause I feel like it could be quite fun if it's requited,
Well,
or can it not? Then be
usually the
limerence?
limerence happens when it is
Oh,
unrequited, when it's like
okay.
not real,
Yeah.
really. Do you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
if that person were to like her back, how would she really feel? You
Yeah,
know?
done.
How do you deal with unrequited love or limerence, unrequited anything? Like it's not fun. I can say
Yeah.
that for free.
Tell you that much. Yeah, I think it also just like hijacks your brain, like by the sounds of it. Like your neurotransmitters are like, oh my god, intermittent reinforcement, like a little
Yeah.
chase, a little self-worth at the end of this carrot for the donkey that is, you know,
Me?
me. Literally, I think, yeah, it's a nightmare, because I think once you can't have something, it puts it probably on a bit of a pedestal and makes you chase it more, whereas if you had it, you'd be like,
I think it like consumes your mind as well.
How
a
do we
lot.
ruin a person that you have limerence over? Like, what do we do? Do you start imagining them in like really ick-worthy scenarios?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Like, or just write down every like flaw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or like imagine them straining on the toilet.
that will do
Ooh,
it. That will
yeah.
do it. That works as well.
Oh,
I
no.
think do you know what? I think my mum actually said something similar to me once when I was obsessed with someone when I was a teenager.
Sounds
She was like,
something
you need
Nat's
to,
gonna
she
say.
was like, you need to get over this. Like, imagine him shitting. And I was like, oh god, and it worked. So
Be like, he doesn't shit. What do you
be
mean?
like, it's perfect.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way of getting over a crush quite fast, actually. We're not really getting over it, but kind of like putting them in the reality box, right? Do you know what I mean? But I think
The friend thing.
the
as
friend
well,
thing is
yeah.
difficult, because it's like maybe you are craving a level of intimacy from friendships that could actually be normal. Like, I am very intimate with my friends and we have sex all the time. No, but
It's true.
with me and all my friends are always very intimate. Like, I'll happily like kiss my friends on the lips and like all this kind of stuff.
We were holding hands in the street
We were
today.
holding hands in the street
It's beautiful.
today because I'm like, I just want some physical
Yeah,
touch, and like I'm just
We're
that,
touchers.
we're touchers, and like I'm only friends with touchers, okay? But I think, is there a level of intimacy there that is actually normal, and are you confusing that too with like crushing on them when maybe you don't understand your sexuality to the point? Because also there's another thing with being gay, is that sometimes you'll feel like almost like a predator but being like close with your friends and you're like, oh, maybe this is actually a crush because I don't even know what that line is with my friends, and like I'm really getting in my head now because I don't trust myself to not have feelings for someone that is maybe like beautiful, has a personality that I like, even though they're my friend.
Yeah, I think
You
it
know?
is also confusing, like, you know, that whole, in general, when you're friends with a bunch of gay people and you're gay, there probably is this like friendship or flirting element, which I think you probably, as you age, you become more, you know, able to sense. But maybe it's also that and then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy where you're constantly falling for people who don't like you back, so you're like, well, you know.
Yeah, and you keep
This is
speaking it
it.
into the universe. Oh, I just keep liking people who don't like me back. So therefore you just, the self-fulfilling prophecy, you just keep doing it time and time again because you now believe that this is like your trope as a person. Like this is your thing, you know? I don't know. What do you think, Liv? How do you find being really attracted and fancy me so much? And how do you move through it? every
How
day?
do you cope?
So it's so hard. So hard. I see you every day. I'm just yearning for you.
Yeah.
The great beyond.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can't imagine like being deeply in love with your friend, like someone like you're really close to and seeing them all the time. Like I'd really struggle with that because I'd be like, what is going on here? Maybe you just have to like sleep with someone else just to get it out your head.
True. Or maybe just like friend zone yourself really hard.
So have a good talking to yourself.
Yeah. Like friend zone yourself. Like if you can see that they're really not interested in you, start making these conversations with your friends quite vulgar and vile, and conversations you'd never have with somebody that you actually fancied. Throw yourself into the deep end, start to see maybe more of who they really are, and it might just change
But
you.
I think you probably
don't
need
know.
to like say to yourself at some point, like if it's unrequited, then like there's nothing you can do.
No.
It's not going to happen.
No,
so you got to.
and it's painful, but
I
they're
think,
not your person.
I think also there is a certain personal state of mind that makes you more susceptible to chasing that type of person. And often it's like if you're lacking a certain sense of self maybe, or you like want that validation, like going on a date with someone that's like, I really like you, it's not going to hit the same as like the chase, like I will make them love me and I will win them over and then they will love me and then I will love me, and it's like
Because they've tied their worth to that person now. They've done it now.
You've gone and done it, girl.
Come on, babe.
And there's no light at the end of the tunnel, because if they start liking you, you'll be like, well, why would they like me? Like, let's go for another person. So yeah, do self-work, friend zone them.
Yeah. I think ultimately the self-work becomes a big part of that, because you've got to think, why do I keep having this intense feeling of limerence for people that don't even like me back?
Yeah.
You okay there, Liv?
Yeah,
Sorry, you did this thing with the eyes.
I know, but I think it's just, honestly, it's just the advanced crash.
Oh yeah, don't I know?
What is this delicious snack that you guys are having?
The ADHD medication.
Come to mama.
Do you know what? Once I have a beer,
Ooh.
it'll be fine.
Somebody said, I'm a baby gay. Do I stay with the first girl I've seriously dated or explore? Am I missing out?
Explore. What are you going to... Why have you paused?
Well, I was going to say grass isn't always greener too. Like,
Well, you can come back.
yeah, you can go back. Okay, we leave the relationship with a foot in the door, like the toxic girls we are. This is...
You gotta go and see the world and then realize your hometown's the best. Like, that's the plot.
That is the
Always.
plot of
That's
the
always
movie, of
plot.
many, many movies.
But I think it's dangerous, the first girl.
Yeah.
Because you are going to tie all the emotions that you feel towards her and like make them synonymous with her. Like, you know, it's not the novelty of the experience. You'll be like, no, this is love. This is her. And it's like, no, babes, you're just gay and you've been like dating men before, you know,
this is
like
your first woman.
it's really dangerous, because if you don't go elsewhere, I think she can hold a lot of power. But if she's nice, fabulous.
Yeah. I think if you're already having the question, should
That's
I
what I was
explore,
gonna
that's your
say.
answer.
Yeah.
You
Because
know?
if you weren't thinking that, you'd just be happy to be...
And I remember having that feeling as well. You know, like, should I explore, like, from my first female relationship?
I think it's important
you know,
to explore.
and I've explored. I've done many an exploration. I've done like Dora the Explorer, Horror the
Being
Explorer.
so
some might say.
brave.
Or the explorer.
It's brilliant.
But I think that I needed so much of that in order to grow into the person that I am today. And I say the same thing all the time. If you truly are meant to be with somebody, I really don't think that that's ever going to go away. People come back into your life, you know, when the moment is right, and for you to maybe like receive them again and them to receive you. I don't think, you know, unless you've done something insanely heinous to somebody, that ever, you know, really changes. I think
agree.
that you need to go out and explore your life, and otherwise you're just gonna be thinking, what if, forever.
I will say though, maybe I was too quick to say explore, because like if the relationship is really brilliant and you know everything's going right, and your only inkling to leave is like, oh, should I explore? I think I've actually come across a few couples that are like, one of them is a baby gay and the other is like, go off and explore like within the remits of our relationship. Like
you could
like,
also have a conversation about it. You never know. You might just say, look, this is my first ever relationship in this space, and it doesn't mean that I don't love you, but I have this like urge within me that like I don't want to lose you, but I also need to explore. That has happened like quite a few times, and maybe might be best to have a conversation like that with like a couples therapist, depending on like how long you've been together, like, you know, and have someone who can kind of guide that for you, because I do think that that's also a really difficult situation to put yourself into, or conversation to have, but again, that comes with privilege and money and all this different stuff. So yeah, I would just say explore, but you can do it in many ways. Because like I said, the grass isn't always greener as well, though. I do think that it's such like a human nature thing to be like, what else, what else, and always feel like you're missing out on something, and it's like, you're not, honey. You know, like odds are you're not missing out. And if you've got someone who like you're in love with and they're in love with you, like that's one of the most beautiful things that you can have. So
amen.
Amen to that,
Freya.
sister.
So true.
Gut feeling. Nothing is technically wrong, but I have this constant gut feeling something's off. Do you trust your intuition in relationships, or can anxiety trick you?
Oh, did she say nothing's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Ooh.
But there's something in her gut that's saying something's off here.
Always trust your gut.
Always trust your gut. But anxiety can play tricks on you, as can OCD. Don't we know it? Nat Traxel.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. It's hard.
Maybe that's just, maybe just be open and say to your partner like, hey, I know nothing's wrong, but I'm feeling a certain type of way. Maybe she just needs some reassurance that, like, you know.
But then they could also take that wrong, because imagine you're like a great partner and you do everything, and then someone's like, so I actually don't really trust you fully. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of the time though, your gut doesn't lie. Like my gut's told me in so many situations when something was off, and the worst thing I ever did was ignore it.
I actually agree.
And there was no signs.
Intuition, and you will figure out with age the difference between intuition and anxiety, because they do feel a bit different. So I'm team trust gut as well.
Yeah. And maybe try and see, is this anxiety or is this gut? Like maybe do some tests. There's probably a test online to be like, is this your gut feeling or is it OCD? Like
a BuzzFeed test.
Surely.
Yeah, because like especially like female intuition is crazy.
Oh yeah,
like it's mad. The amount of things. Yeah,
it all comes back to witches.
It all comes back to the witches.
The witch sense. It's like, did you see that reel, which was like how I found out, and it's just like waking up in the night with your eyes shooting open.
Whoa.
I know.
Really? I didn't see that.
Maybe I'm on Witch Talk, you guys.
Well, I need to go on more
Gotta get on
Witch Talk,
them.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm just on Tarot Talk still. It doesn't leave.
No, this is great. Comparing yourself to her ex. Her ex is hotter than me. Like, objectively. I can't stop comparing myself. It's making me insecure in ways I've never felt before. How do I get over that? That might be just you saying that she's hotter than you.
Yeah, I would say the same thing as well. Objectiveness. I realize it doesn't really exist, and the more I like shoot people in photography.
By the way, she's a photographer and not a serial killer. Yeah.
Disclaimer. The more I realize that, because I think I had a very kind of analytical approach. I was like, that's, this is what beauty is, and etc., etc. But I've had people like genuinely, hand on heart, look me in the eye and say, I think Angelina Jolie is not attractive.
There you go.
And that's when I realized. I was like, holy.
You're like, beauty really is.
It really
in
is.
the eye of the beholder.
It really is. And also, devil's advocate. Maybe she is hotter than you, but she might smell.
Yeah.
Or be a terrible person, or not really be funny, or is arrogant and selfish. Like, it's so cliche to be like, looks on everything, but
it's true.
It's so easy to compare yourself to people, but I think maybe you just need to remember, like, your partner's with you not the ex.
Comparison, thief of joy. But it is difficult. I would also say as well that the way in which you are with someone makes you way more attractive or least attractive. So she might look back at her ex and actually see her as like an ugly person.
Yeah.
I genuinely changes the way that I look at someone once I've been witness to their bad behavior or like who they are. Suddenly that person is no longer hot, and I was like, God, I used to think they were hot. And
Also
they're like
vice-
objectively like a hot person. And
Vice
I'm like,
versa as well. Like when you fancy someone, it's like, oh my God, they're like Victoria's Secret model. And then the goggles, you know, might come off a little bit.
yeah,
so I think,
exactly.
Yeah.
And just, just having that like inner confidence. Stop comparing yourself to your ex, to her ex. And also if you're
Social
doing
media.
this, don't do it. But like, don't mention to your girlfriend
No.
that like you're not as attractive. Do not do that.
No.
Don't put it out there into the world. And if you've done it, take it back.
Yeah.
Take it back. Remember what I said that one time when I didn't think I was as hot as your ex? Take it back. I think she's
Didn't
ugly.
mean it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, agreed. Also, like social media, let's be honest, like
It's fake.
And it's a recipe for disaster because you know it's propaganda of
It
the
is.
person.
It
like,
is.
She's going to be putting her best foot forward.
Social media is so insanely fake. That is very, very right.
Yeah, it's all a lie.
All right, last one. Dating straight girls, first timers, yes or no? They've got to start somewhere.
I like that ending.
Yes.
They stole my line. Have you ever done it? Would you ever do it? Thoughts? Feedback?
Slept with straight girls.
Yeah.
Tried to get entangled with straight girls. Didn't go to plan. And
There is like a fetishization of it slightly, like the straight girl trope, right?
Oh,
Is
God,
that like
yeah.
a thing?
Yeah, because it's like you're like winning a trophy.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're the Turner.
Yeah, Tina Turner. What do you think?
That's what they call
But I had this thing probably about, maybe 6 years ago, and I was sleeping with this straight girl for quite some time. And I was like, I don't know, I didn't really think of it in like a romantic sense where it was going to progress anywhere. But then she got a boyfriend. And I was like, ooh, that stung.
Also be careful that their internalized homophobia doesn't sabotage you or your reputation. There have been times when I've heard about stories of girls who are like straight girls and they will be like on the sly sleeping with like another girl because they're clearly like not straight.
Yeah.
But then will make the girl look weird, who is the lesbian, or almost predatory to save their back. Literally what happened with Jazz.
And
Jazz and Inga.
Yeah,
on
but
Made
this
in Chelsea.
also happened to me with said girl.
Yeah.
She then all of a sudden was like, this is done, can't do it anymore. You've groomed me. And I was like, what?
Live the group.
Yeah, me.
To be fair, you do give off a grooming impression.
With my
I mean,
cat. I'm
believe
giving Joe from
victims,
you.
but be realistic.
She was like, yeah, all those shots you bought me when we were out, like, I could see what you were doing. And I was like, hang on a fucking second. There's two of us in this.
Yeah.
So
You-
disrespectful to actual victims as well.
I
No, it
know.
is.
And she was the one who actually, not to be that person, but she came on to me.
Yeah.
Like, I obviously never saw it in that way. And then she did. I was like, oh. But now she's engaged and she's pregnant.
But they would rather put somebody, and this is not to negate there are such things as groomers and abusers out there, but it does happen to innocent victims of this, where they would rather make the lesbian look like a predator and a groomer
Yeah.
than this is obviously quite rare, but I want to make it very, very clear. And I think that Inga has done a very similar thing to Jazz on in Chelsea, because sorry, Inga, if you're listening to this, and I doubt that you are, but you might be. She has put herself in a situation on TV to not look gay in the slightest, right? So in order to do that, she's kind of had to chuck Jazz under the bus and make her look a bit crazy and inappropriate
Yeah.
when that wasn't the case, you know. So I think that that is really, really harmful. I think with the straight
So
girls, yeah, you
harmful.
can sleep with them. Maybe just don't put all your eggs in the basket, though.
Yeah.
You know, yes, it's fun.
Yeah.
It is. But they're never truly straight, okay?
Yeah, that's what
No.
I was going to say. I feel like it's almost like an oxymoron, like sleeping with straight girls. Like,
Yeah.
if you're sleeping with them, then, I mean, they're not straight.
They're not
but
straight. And
I
the
guess
sooner
if
they
they're-
realise that.
Yeah. Depends what their relationship to their sexuality is. If they've always been straight, they're like, kind of want to try it out. Nah, not for me.
Depends
Like,
on their approach.
yeah, but
Depends
if-
on their language. Listen to language that people use. If they keep saying, oh, but I'm straight, bin.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Because at that point,
Yeah.
but they were like, God, I always thought I was straight, but however, like, this is clearly not giving straight right now. So, you know, I think that that's also okay.
Agreed. But you gotta be a tough cookie, I think, to handle that. So
Yeah. Have
yeah,
your hard hat on.
don't have it as like your first rodeo. I feel like
No, you've got to be quite well seasoned to handle a straight girl.
it's like a level 10.
Level 10. What level do you reckon we're all at?
I reckon we've maxed it.
Yeah.
I've got a fucking lesbian podcast, do lesbian events,
Yeah, no,
Yeah, true.
You're at the top of the totem.
but you never know. We'll do this again next year, and you're like, you know what? That was actually only level 6.
Yeah.
No more levels, please.
I've got many war badges. I don't want any more war
We've
badges.
graduated.
Yeah, I've graduated. I'm
We've
not doing a
retired.
masters. Yeah. Right, that's it for the questions. But some girl
Hope we
who
helped.
I'm actually obsessed with her. Like, she always is on my TikTok lives and like puts in the funniest little like comments whenever I'm on there. And the other day when I was on TikTok live, she was like, "Oh, I just sent you a voice message, a horror story," and I have not yet heard this. Neither is it, but none of us have. So I'm gonna play it, and you guys are gonna hear it for the first time with us. Are we ready, kids?
Today is full of surprises.
Today is full of surprises.
I'm ready. You ready, Liv?
Yeah.
Hi, lesbians. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to all of you, Freya, Scarlett, and Liv.
Oh,
Everything that you do has not gone unnoticed. I discovered your podcast in June of last year, I want to say, and it was around the same time that I had come to terms with the fact that I was a lesbian. And obviously I don't know you, but I really, really appreciate everything that you guys do and continue to do, and I look forward to whenever it is that you decide to come here.
really cute.
Just really thank you for being people that I admire, and hopefully can grow the balls and the confidence to get to that level at one point.
Level 10.
So anyway, this is my first dating story. This is the most recent dating story. So I started dating this girl. It went off really, really well. We've known each other about, I don't know, a month now. So not too long and whatever. When we went for our first date, super, super lovely, super, super chill. Nothing happened. Just a little kiss at the end. Second date, came over, had a bottle of wine. One thing led to another. Had some fun. It was a fantastic night. Third date was last week. We went for a coffee, and then she had previously invited me to her art show, but unbeknownst to me, her brother's girlfriend were all there, all of her friends, and it was at her work. And I didn't know that it was at her work
Why am I already scared? Like, I
I'm,
actually
like,
feel
bracing
like
myself.
on the edge of my
Yeah.
seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already getting nervous.
until the week prior. So obviously that's a little intense, but I had given her like plenty of, ways out. Like I said, if you want me there, I will be there. If you don't want me there, I won't be there. It's a little
Respectful.
bit intense when you're dating someone, not establishing what we are or anything like that. So it's been kind of a weird mixed signally thing for me, which is quite annoying. And then, got her the flowers like y'all suggested, and she just kind of...
Just really quickly, she was on a TikTok live the other day, and she said to me, and it was actually Anastasia that was also on the TikTok live, I think, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go meet a girl for a date, should I bring flowers?" And I said, yes, bring flowers, because it's always so nice to receive flowers, and if she doesn't receive them well, then bin her off. Okay, that was my advice. So
Excellent
she bought the
advice.
flowers.
Oh, it's so cute.
It was like, this is a bit too intense. And I said, oh, that's fair.
The flowers.
But also, I think you're contributing.
I feel personally offended.
I do.
To her art gallery opening. Or
I
her
think
art
it's a
show.
beautiful gesture.
Yeah, but it was the flowers afterwards. After she had
Yeah.
invited her to a fucking reunion of her family and friends at her work.
Not
She
that it
brings her
matters.
flowers and she says it's too much.
Yeah, not that it matters. Did she bring it to the gallery or did she just bring it afterwards?
I
after
think-
the invite?
I think it was like another date that they had afterwards.
That's so...
But that's so nice.
God, always bring flowers.
Yeah.
I've bought flowers to a first date.
Anastasia bought flowers to our second date.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
so cute. I loved it.
So, like, who is unhappy to receive flowers?
Ungrateful, actually, that is.
Fuck.
They're
Keep send her an
expensive.
invoice.
Yeah.
Factor in that is that she's not out as a bisexual. I think a lot of her friends know that she is, but not her brother or her family. So I think that's that impetus as well, that she has like this, I'm gay and I have to deal with the fact that I'm dating someone that I like, and she's given me no indication that she doesn't like me, so I just am a bit like, that's the first dating story.
Oh,
no.
God.
Wait, that's the first story. Hold on, there's another one. But first of all, let's just... What the fuck? And again, this is prime example of how internalized homophobia can really ruin a situation and make somebody else either look or feel crazy.
Yeah.
Because
its ugly head.
what this girl did here, that was not intense.
You showed nothing but kindness, charm, and generosity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What the hell?
Like,
What the fuck?
odd. Also, it's completely insane that she would make such a grand gesture of like inviting you to a family event and then kind of say like giving flowers is too much. Like,
Yeah,
that
and
makes
then
no
saying that you're
sense.
like in the closet still. Give me a fucking
Just
break.
also-
This may be a much juicier story, so you do with it what you will. So when I first came out, I started, exploring my sexuality as you do. You hook up with people, you meet people, this, that, and the other.
Hell yeah.
And I went on Hinge for the first time in a while. And I ended up talking to this girl, matching with this girl. Little did I know that she was a little fuckboy of all of Sydney, now did I?
Probably never.
Then
We go
had
to the community
see
events.
each other on a Sunday. We had both prior engagements on a Friday night. I had a wedding. She had just a night out at the pub. Got a bit too. Ended up texting each other, hooking up that night. I ended up staying the night. She sent me home in her clothes
Classic.
and shoes.
By the way, classic. Can we just say going home in their clothes?
Oh, it is.
It is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I bet she has like a wardrobe full of like clothes that girls can bring home if she's the Sydney bike.
It's the other
Home
girls.
fit one, and then cancelled the date on the Sunday, saying,
Wait, just really quickly, that's really funny.
What did you say?
Nat just said it's just the clothes that the other girls leave.
On rotation.
No, what's it called when you're in PE and you'd have to go through
Lost
the lost and
property.
found?
Lost property.
Lost and found. Was it lost and found? Or was it lost
Mine
property?
was lost property.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lost property. She's got a lost property box in her house. It's
She's like,
just,
treat yourself to anything.
I'll have that Juicy Couture track pants, please.
Oh,
Amazing.
a lot of family things happening, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. So that was really cool for me. I was like, whatever. Flash forward to 2 weeks. And we go to a pub night here in Sydney, which is doing
What?
just
Pub nights?
lesbian
Excuse
wine
me?
nights.
Hang on.
It was the first person I saw.
That's the horror story.
Immediately clocked me.
Wait, hold on. Nat just said that's the horror
It's a
story.
real horror story. We're
The
not
way we-
special.
The real horror story is somebody taking my brand. Oh, that's funny.
Made out with me in front of everyone at the club. It's kind of like a bit too much kind of thing. And then we had subsequently started seeing each other after that for about 3 months, and I knew she was seeing other people just because of the way she was, and I was also like, I don't know what I'm doing, like this is all very new, and it was just diabolical. It was actually diabolical. I should have known, sort of should have, could have, would have seen the red flags, etc.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Then when she decided to just see me as a friend, which is fine, I had all her shit. So what do? I ended up selling. Maybe I'm the problem. I ended up selling it on Depop because you know
Hilarious.
what? Stuff her. She was like, you can take
Probably
it. It's
not
yours.
hers.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Like we said, it was lost property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably
Give
just
them
other
back.
girls on
Yeah.
Depop just buying their stuff back.
They'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
I lost it. No, I think that's fine.
I actually don't see a problem with that. I think that's quite funny. Like, that's funny
I think
revenge.
so.
It's
Yeah,
harmless
she
revenge.
said she tried to reach out, right? Did she?
Yeah, well, she was just like, fuck this girl, because she
Yeah,
messed her around.
okay.
So, goodbye, sayonara to your stuff. And I'm going to get some cash.
We have seen each other, so it has ended.
Hold on, I
Oh,
hope
no,
that she
oh,
used that
no.
cash to buy the flowers.
We
herself
have seen
flowers.
each other almost every couple of weeks at this lesbian wine night, and also at a music festival. She was the first person I bumped into. One of the nights that we went to the wine nights. Her ex-girlfriend was there, whom she had bitched to me by the way, and she introduced me to her ex-girlfriend, and was like, hi, like, this is so-and-so. Her ex-girlfriend literally grabbed my arm, walked me to the back of the pub, and was like, whatever you do, this girl is not worth it. And I'm not saying that as anything. She is a user. She will like do this, that, and the other. It's taken me 4 years to get over her.
Wow, we love a girl's
Yeah,
girl.
I love her.
Yeah, what a legend.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Run.
it. Run. Take it. Take the hoodies with you. Don't look back.
And I was like, this is like a lot. So I really dodged a bullet, but you can do with what you will with this. But then she started trying to egg us on and try to be like, you guys should date each other. You guys should date each other.
What?
Just,
Oh.
you know, the rose-tinted glasses came off. So guys, you can do with that what you will. This might be too long.
Wait.
Love ya.
Evil
Who was
X
saying?
was based
The Sydney.
Was the Sydney Bike saying you two would be
Yeah,
good
yeah,
dating?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, she should have dated her.
Yeah, maybe the
Choose
only
violence.
right thing that
Jesus
Sydney Bike did
Christ.
Holy fuck.
well. Oh yeah, bad news from the get-go.
This happens so often though with these like fuck boy lesbians. I can't stand them. I
Nah.
think, what leg do you have to stand on?
Also, like, it's just so disrespectful to women that you claim to love.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, you treat them really horribly.
Toxic masculinity in
Yeah.
lesbians, and I'm like,
Yeah.
guys,
It's all
come
the
on.
thing.
Oh, you know what made me just the most upset about that though was the flowers.
Flowers, wasn't it?
No, the
I was like,
flowers
that
just
is horrible,
killed me
but
off.
can we circle back?
No, that's killed me off. Can you send us your address so we can send you some flowers, please?
Yeah.
Because
That's
I
just
always get really
crazy.
sad when I see like flowers like in the trash can. Do you ever see that on the
Yes.
street? And I'm like, oh,
Brutal.
what's
I
the
hate chucking
story?
away flowers. Like, even after they're dead, I'm like, oh, this feels sad. Feels so brutal, just fucking shoving it in the bag afterwards, you
I
know.
know. You escaped. Well, yeah, I'm glad you escaped.
Yeah.
basically,
You
from
know
the
what? You dodged a
sunlight.
bullet twice because, like, Flower Girl has shown you her true colours. Don't just please tell me you're not still talking to her because honestly, fuck that. And then Sydney Bike, good riddance.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And Sydney Bike's eggs, amazing.
Maybe give it a good try.
Yeah, no, I really rate her for saying that. Actually, I think
Yeah.
I want to know who Sydney Bike is.
Me too. I probably know him.
yeah.
Well, I just mean because, like, the world is so small.
Yeah.
If you're listening to the podcast, you want to put your hands up and be like, hey, that's me.
Come out, come out,
Come out, come out.
wherever you are.
Well, I really appreciate that, and thank you so much for saying that. Was the sweetest message as well at the.
Her
at the
voice was so
start.
cute.
I know. I feel
Her voice
very
is so
attached
nice.
to this anonymous stranger. on
No,
the
I feel,
phone.
and
I'm
she's
like,
so beautiful too.
"Aw."
I think
yeah,
keep sending
yourself
us your
your
stories.
flowers.
Yeah, just keep sending them in. I
Yeah.
actually really love listening to her voice. It was very sweet, and and yeah, saying
You
those
deserve
lovely things like
better.
never goes unnoticed. So thank you, and we couldn't do it without you guys. So big love from us. Is there anything else that we would like to say before we depart?
I've got nothing else to say.
Any other sprinkles of advice?
No, I just hope she bought herself something nice with the Depop money.
Yeah.
Bought her some flowers.
Yeah. Sell more of her stuff and
Yeah.
get it as a flight to the UK and come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
Steal her shit and sell it. I didn't say that. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
How do I protect myself in that? Coming from the past legal.
Well, you know, just
Just say maybe you could steal it.
Throw in a maybe. I'm not advising you to.
I'm not advising you to, however.
However, if theoretically,
Yeah.
you would
If
do
it
that,
Steal
happens.
things and then sell it, and it just so happened to end up on a website where you couldn't get money for it.
you're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing so good.
Lesbians, we love you, and we will speak to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.